He is the youngest UFC champion in history, a man whose talent has left the sport in awe and whose chaos has nearly destroyed him. Jon "Bones" Jones. He's been called the greatest fighter ever and the most unpredictable. But behind every highlight, reel and scandal, there's a deeper story of greatness, redemption, downfall, and comeback. This is the journey of Jon Jones. Jon Jones was born on July 19, 1987, in Rochester, New York. Raised in a devout Christian household, his father was a pastor, but it wasn't the pulpit where Jon found his path. It was on the mats. He excelled in wrestling during high school and won a national junior college championship. His brothers Arthur and Chandler went on to become NFL stars. But Jon had something different, a strange, raw intensity. In 2008, he stepped into an MMA cage for the first time. It took just a few regional fights before the UFC noticed. At 21, Jon Jones entered the biggest stage in MMA. His debut against Alexander Gustafsson showed his freakish athleticism. Then came Stephan Bonnar, a fan favorite, and Jones made him look like an amateur. He threw spinning elbows, suplexes, stuff no one else even thought about. The UFC had seen nothing like him. By 2011, at just 23 years old, Jon Jones was fighting for the light heavyweight title against Shogun Rua. He didn't just win, he dominated. With elbows, knees, and brutal pressure, Jones dismantled a legend. He became the youngest champion in UFC history, and just like that, the era of Bones began. Rampage Jackson, Lyoto Machida, Rashad Evans, Vitor Belfort. One by one, Jon Jones defended his belt against the division's killers. Every fight was a clinic in control. He submitted Belfort with an injured arm. He choked out Machida, standing. He beat his former teammate Rashad with ease. Each performance was calculated, cold, dominant. He wasn't just winning, he was making the best look average. But outside the cage, the chaos began. In 2012, he crashed his Bentley while under the influence. Then came positive drug tests. Cocaine before UFC 182. In 2015, he hit a pregnant woman in a hit and run, fled the scene, stripped of his title. Jon was suspended. The UFC distanced itself. Fans began to wonder, could he stay out of his own way? He returned in 2016, faced Ovance Sampro, won, but didn't look the same. Then came the biggest rivalry of his career. Daniel Cormier. The tension was personal, raw, violent. Press conferences turned physical. Jones beat Cormier in 2015. The rematch in 2017 ended with a brutal head kick KO, but was overturned due to a failed drug test. Still, when he fought Gustafsson again in 2018, he dominated, reminded the world who he was. After defending his belt multiple times, Jones vacated it in 2020. He had his sights set on a new goal, heavyweight glory. For 3 years, he disappeared, gained mass, trained in private, watched the division evolve. Many doubted he'd return. Others thought his time had passed. March 2023, UFC 285, Jon Jones versus Cyril Gane. A matchup of styles, speed versus control. It took just 2 minutes. Jones closed the distance, took Gane down, and submitted him. He had done it. The greatest light heavyweight was now the heavyweight king. The Stipe Miocic super fight was booked. Then came the injury, a torn pectoral. Fight canceled. Silence followed. In late 2023, Jon hinted at retirement. Fans were divided. Some called it the perfect ending. Others said it was an escape. But in mid-2025, everything changed. Jon Jones re-entered the USADA testing pool. The king wasn't done. So what is Jon Jones's legacy? The youngest UFC champion, undefeated inside the Octagon, dominant in 2 divisions, but also a man whose personal demons almost eclipsed his greatness. Legends like GSP, Khabib, even Cormier, they've all acknowledged his skill. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no denying it. Jon Jones may be the most talented fighter to ever step into the cage. And if the rumors are true, We haven't seen the last of Bones. If you enjoyed this documentary, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.